Today we'll be talking about the upcoming Magic the Gathering tournament that will be happening here at Rebels Gaming on December 15th. It is a guild tournament. That means a two-color deck. Whatever guild you want to represent, that's fine. If you want to choose one that, hey, you know what, I think this might be interesting, cool, build a two-color deck, that's your guild. If it's your first deck that you ever built, cool, that's your guild. If it's whatever you feel matches your personality, that is your guild. If you don't have a guild and you just like two certain colors, that is fine. We don't care if you have one card, 100 cards that has to do with the guild, or no card that has to do with the guild, or no guild gates. Anything, as long as it's got two colors in it, then your guild will be assigned to you. Now, the winner of this tournament may morph or form other upcoming tournaments depending on which guild won. I'm working on future tournaments that may be based around this type of thing, so it is quite an exciting ordeal. Now, since it is in December on the 15th, that gives you about 3 or so weeks to get an early sign-up. I'm asking for early sign-ups before December 14th because I have several awesome promotional items to offer via early sign-ups. So, if you sign up early, then you will get a customized letter envelope with your guild fancily calligraphied onto there. And then, this is not the same guild, but it's showing you all the different varieties and the different things that you will get. So you will get the envelope with your guild on it, and then it will be sealed with a wax seal with the guild of your choice. This is Boros on a Dimir envelope, just to show that the different things. So you got your guild stamp wax sealed onto the envelope. Now, this guild tournament is going to be a little bit different. I have decided to use, I won't show you the front of this yet, but this is what all participants will get, regardless of early sign-up or not. It is a ability that has to do with your certain guild. So whatever two colors you built your deck around, this is a ability that has to do with those two colors that you will be allowed to use once per tournament. So only one time use. So if you're in the first round and you use it, that is it for the tournament. If you go until the final round and you use it in the final round, then you used it that once per tournament, and that is fine, no matter when you use it. These have instant speed. So that means that you can cast it on your turn or your opponent's turn. Most of them will have the abilities that you want to cast it on your opponent's turn. You want to cast it on your turn. You will know when you want to use your guild's ability. Just imagine this as your guild's help within the tournament. This is their help. If you do not use this until the end, you win the tournament, and you never used your card, nothing special happens, nothing spectacular. This is used only for the tournament. You can't turn it in afterwards and be like, hey, I didn't use this and I won, can I get something? No, you cannot. It is non-redeemable. On the flip side, you cannot say, oh, I only lost because my opponent used his ability. There will be no throwing fits of he used his ability so I lost, or there are no instant wins in these abilities. These are all abilities that I felt would be matching of the particular guild. So, you know, destroy a target creature, or, you know, look through your graveyard, or scry, or, you know, balancing creatures, whatever it is that may be done in Magic, and it has to do with a certain color. So I went through and found all the mechanics of what is white known for, what is green known for, and I combined two of those things and made an ability that has to do with green and white for Silencia. So it's a lot of balancing between the two guilds. And so I put a lot of time and thought into it, so that's why none of them are super OP, none of them are insta wins, none of them are unfair, and they're all just for fun. But just don't throw fit that you lost because you didn't use yours, or you lost because your opponent used his or hers, and just have fun with them, because they're built just to have fun with this tournament. A lot of the ones that I have created are not based, I stole the ideas, but I've seen actual cards after looking up to see, oh, is this too powerful? I've looked up the effects, and turns out there's an actual card about them. And some of the actual cards in the game are more overpowered than the abilities that I have. So they're not super strong, but they will help you in a bind. So you will know when you want to use these. But the front half, and this is another reason why sign up is important. This is automatically given to you. And since this is a promotional item, that this will technically be supposed to be in here, but since this is a promotional item that I want you guys to all keep, treasure, you know, this is your memento, this is one of a kind, we're the only place that does this is a promotional item. You sign up early, you get this. There's nothing inside, it's just cosmetic, it's just for fun, but we want to make it look professional, looks good. This is hand painted on there, I painted that on there, and this is your actual sheet that you will get, and this is also as well painted on there. Inside you will find your guild logo. This is Rakdos, and then here is where your ability will be printed on. You are more than welcome to take these with you as well. They don't have any value, but if you want to display them like this, display them like this, however you want to display them, that is fine with me. Just know that if you try and take this off, it will break and you will lose your thing. That's why I don't want you guys to open this or deface any of the envelope itself, because this is part of your promotional items, as well as this is a promotional item, and this. Altogether, this takes a little over an hour to all do and hand paint, and so I ask that it's before Saturday, December 15th, so that I can get your envelopes, I can get your promotional items set up and done. So that's what you're going to do. The other thing to do with this, when you sign up, I will keep these in the store, but if you sign up before the day, I will tell you your secret ability. This is kept from all of your opponents, so if somebody is Dimir, they will not know what Rakdos' ability is. If there's two Dimirs, obviously the Dimirs will know what their abilities are, so I'll try and keep the Dimirs away from each other in the tournament. But the point is that you are the only one who knows about your ability. So if you find out your ability before the tournament, you can build your deck around that ability. That helps you find out what you want to do and what you want to base your deck around. So there is a distinct advantage to early signups. Like I said, you get all the cool sign-up bonuses and the promotional items, and you get knowledge of your power before it happens. So from there, we will talk about the prizes. Now, every tournament, so the November tournament and the December tournament and any tournament after that, we've decided that we are going to promote with a trophy to the prize. So the winner gets a trophy on top of a prize of their choice. We have 3 choices for this tournament's prize, and so you get to choose one of the 3 choices, and you get the trophy that's under here. The trophies are one of a kind. Aside from the November one, I design all of these, and it takes a lot of time to design to get them all set up. So these are one of a kind, very special, and we're going to try and do a tournament each month, so that's 12 different trophies, and then so next November, you know, if we can come up with 12 different tournaments, then that means that we can have 12 different trophies, and then November's trophy will be the same. And if you didn't win it in November of 2018, 2019, you could be the winner of that next trophy. So with my creative mind, like I said, we have a lot of different ideas that one tournament will build onto another tournament, will build onto another tournament, and that will help get people in here and get people to want to keep going. So you're going to want to keep coming to tournaments, you're going to want to keep winning those tournaments, because the more you win, you will collect the trophies, and the trophies will be only collectibles, only cosmetic on your shelf, a memento of I won that at a tournament. But it's great for people of all ages to be like, I won this. So this is the trophy that was designed specifically for this tournament, the Guilds tournament. Now, this is what it looks like. It's gold because the multicolored creatures in the game is gold bordered. Down here is the Ravnica symbol, and this is the Dragon Maze symbol. This up here is the Guilds of Ravnica symbol, the latest expansion. On the back is the colors. These are the 5 guilds that are released in the Guilds of Ravnica booster pack. These are the 5 guilds that will be released in the next expansion. And there you go. That is the trophy that you're fighting for. So, you win this if you win the tournament, as well as choice number 1. You get a free build from our 3D printer. Now, the 3D printer, it doesn't matter if it's Magic related. I have several different ideas and several different prints that you can choose from when you do the 3D printer. This is one example. This is your library and graveyard. You put your library here to draw your cards. This is your discard pile or your graveyard. They have little books inside there. They also stack on top of each other. They also stack on top of each other and make a deck box. So it is usually a lot easier, but you know, whatever. Okay, so that's just one example of what you can get when you buy the thing. You buy in, this is one of the possible prizes, along with anything from the Dimir Locket to if you're a D&D player, if you whatever you can possibly think of, I can probably find it, and that would be yours. That, however, would be a you win it on Saturday, you tell me what you want, and then you got to give me a day or two to get it printed, because this itself takes 24 hours to print. So it's like 15 for this and 10 for this, or you know, it's over 24 hours to print this. So you just have to give me a what do you want. I can print it for you, but you've got to give me time to get it printed. It's not a, unless you want this. This is up for grabs. If you choose this, then great. It holds up to a commander deck. I've put my commander deck in mine, so it holds at least 100 cards with protectors on them. It's great for carrying around and just having a cool cosmetic deck box and graveyard and library holder. The second one is that you get to build your own deck. Now, depending on the turnout of the people, that depends on if you get like a choice of 3 rares or 4 rares, but you get a choice of a rare of like 3 rares in a pack. 60 card deck is the maximum. 60 cards. Minimum of 25 lands. So if you choose a 2-color deck, then 15-10 or 13-20 or 13-12 card split of land, and then the rest is your creatures, instant sorceries, all that stuff, and you get 3 rares with that. So it's a good way to look through our entire collection and you could get a good $20 worth of deck if you know, look through and find the cards that you want. So that is another option for you, is to build your own deck book. Once again, it goes along with the 3D printer, is that you would have to take the time to look through all the cards to be able to make sure that you have enough time and that you get the best cards and deal for your thing. But it is a good way to build a deck. You do not have to build a deck based off of the guild that you chose. If you played Rakdos and you want to make a Dimir deck, or you want to make a monocolored deck, or a 3-color deck, or whatever you want to do, that is completely fine. It just opens up the door for maybe possibly cards that you didn't have access to before, for an affordable price. $4 entry fee, I mean, you can't argue with that. And then the third and final one is 3 booster packs of the Guilds of Ravnica, is the pack that we have right now. So you get 3 booster packs, build your own deck, or a 3D printed model of your choice of whatever, Magic related or not. I got SD card holders that holds micro SDs and big SDs and all kinds of things. Just, you think it, you can print it. So, and if there's something that you don't really see and you're like, hey, you know what, I kind of want this, I can dabble in designing it for you. So just let me know what you want to think. Other than that, I would say, yep, December 15th. I hope to see all of you guys here at 1 o'clock, $4 entry fee, win the trophy, represent your guild, sign up before the 14th, and get these sick, awesome, one-of-a-kind promotional items.